We are going to go over this practice test together. Number 1 says to underline the repeating pattern and then write the next 3 numbers to continue the pattern. So 623, 623, 623, 623, 6, 2. What is the 13th shape in the pattern below? The 13th shape. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. We are looking for the 13th shape. We have up, up, down, down, up, up, down, down, up, up, down, down. The 13th shape is an up arrow. Number 3, write the rule for the pattern and find the missing numbers. 16 to 23, 23 to 30, these numbers are going up. How can we get from 16 to 23? I'm going to say 16 plus something equals 23. And in order to find this missing number, I'm going to subtract, do the inverse. 23 minus 16 equals 7. So I think my rule might be to add 7. I'm going to write that down and I can always change it later. Next, 23 plus 7 equals 30. Good. 30 plus 7 will give me my first missing number, which is 37. And then 37 plus 7 will tell me my next missing number, which is 44. There we go. Number 4, we need to find the missing number and write the rule. These numbers, 86 to 73, 73 to 60, the value is decreasing. They are going down. So I'm thinking 86 minus or divide. I'm going to try subtraction. Minus something equals 73. I have my total here so I can flip-flop the parts. 86 minus 73 is 13. So my rule might be to subtract 13. Again, I'll write it in my rule spot, and if I need to change it, I can. It works. To get from 86 to 73, we can subtract 13. Let's try 73 minus 13, and I do get 60. Good. Now I'm going to say 60 minus 13 is 47. 47 minus 13, this is a good check here. 47 minus 13 is 34. And then 34 minus 13 is 21. There we go. Number 5, determine the numbers that fill in the blanks. Remember, we go from the input, we follow a rule, and we get the output. We don't have a rule box here, so I'm just going to draw one for number 5 and for number 6. There we go. These numbers from input to output are increasing. They are going up in value. So I'm thinking, will I add or multiply? I'm going to try multiplication. 3 times something equals 24. 24 divided by 3 is 8. So my rule might be multiply by 8. Works for the first one. Let's try 8 times 8. So I have 8. I follow my rule, multiply by 8, and I get 64. Great news. I have blanks now, so I'm going to solve. Something times 8. I'm going to just draw a line to keep that separate. Something times 8 equals 48. I can do the inverse operation. 48 divided by 8 is, take a moment to check your work and solve. It is 6, so my missing number will be 6. 6 times 8 is 48. Then I'm going to say 7 times 8 tells me my last missing number. It's always easier when the output is our blank spot. It is 56. Go back, make sure your answers make sense. 7 times 8 is 56. Yes. Number 6, determine the numbers that fill in the blanks. Show your work and write the rule. These numbers from input to output are going down. So I have 32 to 27. Doesn't look like division. I'm going to try subtraction. 32 minus something equals 27. I have my total, so I can just rearrange the parts that I know and don't know. 32 minus 27 equals 5. So my rule might be to subtract 5. It works for the first one. Let's check. 19 minus 5 equals 14. Good. Now we have a missing input. Something minus 5 equals 22. I have a missing total, so I'm going to take my part plus a part. 22 plus 5 is the opposite, equals 27. Let's see here. 27 minus 5 equals 22. That works and it makes sense. 23 minus 5 is my last part that I will check, and I get 18 for my missing output. Check your work again. 23 minus 5 equals 18. Nice job. All right, time for that secret word. There you go. I'm going to erase it, but you need to keep it on your paper. Number 7, Chris and Pat were born on the exact same day, but not the same year. Their ages are shown in the table. Show work below. Again, we don't have that rule box, but we can add it on. From Chris's age in the input to Pat's age in the output, these numbers are going up. How are they going up? I don't think it's multiplication. Let's try addition. 4 plus something equals 7. I can find my missing number by saying 7 minus 4 equals 3. So I think my rule might be add 3. It works for the first one. Let's try 7 plus 3 is 10. Good. 12 plus 3 is 15. I have a missing number here, so I'm not going to solve that yet. Again, I have a missing number, but I can check 23 plus 3 equals 26, and it works. Now we can find these missing numbers. I have 15 plus 3 will tell me Pat's missing age, which is 18, and that works. Something plus 3 equals 22. I have to do the inverse operation, which is subtraction. 22 minus 3 equals, check your work, 19. So Chris's missing age is 19. We need to answer these questions down below. When Chris was 15, how old was Pat? We're going to say Pat was, we'll look at our table. When Chris was 15, Pat was 18. Next problem, when Pat was 22, how old was Chris? Chris was, look at the table. When Pat was 22, Chris was 19. There we go.